Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Cold Fire. I was not going to do another reading for till I woke up next morning. If you heard the train, it's like the horn of Gabriel, divine intervention. Orders have been placed, and karmic energy has been asked to exit the uh, life of the people that they have been interfering with. Divine soul, divine connection or not, normal people, whatever they have been doing, they're asked to surrender and exit in peace or face horrible consequences. Um, I This message is to be taken seriously. If there are any karmics there, because this reunion is happening, the celebration is happening between the people, this courtship, this friendship, this soul family, and the couples, the friendship between people who are supposed to be couples, and karmic energies have been interfering in their life. 14th of Feb is Valentine's Day, and the cherubs. So the ranks of the angels are angels, archangels, cherubs, which include Cupid, and then we have the supreme, the seraphim, which are the supreme archangels. So the cherubs are the archangel Gabriel is, and Metatron is coming through. Uh, they are circling. That energies are circling twin flames as we speak. Uh, the Archangel Michael is singing in a very beautiful voice to the Lord Shiva, because Mahashivratri is on the 18th of Feb. That will be 4 days after Valentine's Day. We will still be in the energies of the Valentines. The cherubs are the archangels are calling out to the cherubs to um, a circle, soulmates, divine counterparts, couples who are in love. Archangel Michael is the frequency of love. He's the messenger of God. He gives divine orders very clearly and very specifically. So the cherubs have also asked the Archangel Michael to place the other archangels around couples who are truly in love with each other and have been separated by karmic energies. Um, the reason why this is happening is because before the new moon, that is the 20th of February. So that is anywhere in between the 14th of Feb to the 20th of February. This is going to happen, as if any of the karmic energies, any of the karmics in the lives of these couples, interfering in the lives of these couples in any way, shape, or form, uh, any way, shape, or form, they are uh, they are being the orders are to smite them. If you all want to look up what is being smote by an archangel. If I want to look up, that is happening. I'm channeling this energy. I'm putting this message out there on YouTube so that any karmics who do not want this fate upon them, this costly fate upon themselves, then they will be given some messages on YouTube to move away or walk away completely and permanently. The more heavier and sticker karmic energies are anyways doomed to a very, very ill fate. And these are the orders of the divine: to save as many as you can, or and as well as delete, execute um, the orders to smite. Heavy karmics will karmics will not exit, but this is for the karmics who can choose the path. Yeah, heavy karmics will be executed. Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Karmic energies interfering uh, with couples who, in their love story, who have been putting in consistent efforts, hanging on to their money. If you've been hanging on to somebody's actual credit, social credit, or karmic, if you're listening, if you've been hanging around people's fruits of labor, interfering with their uh, them coming, this courtship of them coming together and keeping them single, right? Uh, Looking at them as this golden egg laying goose or peacock, right? If you've been treating them like a show horse, and keeping alliance with them, even though you might not be interacting with them or have been removed from their life, and you keep on uh, talking about them as a friend and trying to gain some advantage uh, for knowing them, projecting yourself as being the friend of the people who you want to steal, whose blessings and the material who you want to steal, take from, keep them apart, the couples. Uh, yep, devil. The devil is pushing you towards smoting. This is the archangel's energy, smiting the karmics. I see a building. I see a tall building on the rooftop on the 13th of February, the eve of Valentine's Day, the day before Valentine's Day. It's like the devil's gonna rat you out, and you're gonna be smote. Yep, divine intervention, the Temperance card. Past actions, karma. If you're feeling FOMO, fear of missing out on something, uh, that is that is only, like, you're missing out on the archangel smiting the karmics. So this is for the one. This message is for the ones who are not. This following statement is for the ones who are not karmics. Is that stay away from places that that karmic energies, the devil energies, are around. Stay away from that, because this energy is very heavy, and if any of the karmics that are attached to you, you will feel like this uh, physical irritation, like itchiness on your body. Like, the closer you are in such places where they're actually going to be smote, the karmic energies, then you might, like, really it will be a very discomforting experience energetically. There's definitely no satisfaction had in seeing the karmics being obliterated out of existence. That energy is very heavy duty. But if you're being called to be present there, then you should be present there. But again, it's your free will. It's literally your free will. You can. Uh, it's not. It's you should be present there, but take a call. Take a call if you want to be there or not. Like you're anyways going to feel the energy. You're going to see it. You're going to have visions. You're going to have visions of this of the karmics being deleted, the ones who have not existed in peace. Let's get some more tarot cards for this situation. It's time. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune. Uh, Coming in very fast. This is Mars, the god of uh, Mars, god of war. He's also one of the horsemen of the apocalypse, riding on the chariot. This is the apocalypse. Yep. Riding really fast towards these karmic energies, and they've basically hit the self-sabotage button. They're not ready to leave. They are actually making enemies of so many people. They're because of them, so many people have been turned away from their jobs, their destiny. The Seven of Pentacles that they worked so hard on. Um, a lot of people have lost a job because of karmic foul play, of karmic bad business. So many businesses may have shut down because of that. So many businessmen have suffered. So many investors have suffered, and you all have kept two people who are supposed to be companions and partners in this life, separate, so that you could display your association with them, like come up with false scenarios. Um, yeah, there you have the Eight of Swords. Our karmic energies that refuse to surrender, they keep going uh, and praying to the devil. This is going to happen to them. King of Swords, this is literally a message coming from uh, the King of Swords in an unbiased way. Like it's like this is cause and effect. This is the consequences of your actions, karmics. It's literally coming in like that. The investigations have done on this community, especially the financial reports are being submitted, right? Like collective financial reports. So let's say there is. There are a few venture capitalist firms or angel investors, right? And all the businesses that they have invested in, those are being audited, and the audit reports are being submitted to these investors and these angel broking angel capital angel investors and venture capitalist firms. All the reports are being submitted, right? The audit is going to be submitted. It's already started getting generated really fast. They're already ready with it even before the final year um, timeline deadline is the 4th of April to file those reports. But the audit is already done. It's already done. So that is getting submitted. And there is actual communication on all of these karmic interferences and people the report on that is also being submitted. All of these people who have um, damaged local businesses and local investors. Uh, um, yeah, so it's like the secret is being revealed, and somebody's getting high honor. This Nine of Pentacles person, this might be one of the divine collective people, or just like the honest working gentleman or lady that's coming out into open. They're getting a clean chit, and these underhanded activities, these scandalous activities, these money scandals that they have been conducting, using the community's money, community as in the investment community, the business community, the freelancing community, highly skilled labor community. There's a collective report that has been generated already, and it has come out into the open. We have the Sun card here. It's come out into the open. Now they have identified. They've clearly identified all the troublemaker, and now they have financial evidence showing up in the reports. Clearly showing up in the reports. It's so somebody has. I think this person was also one of the businessmen who conducted this investigation and helped get clarity on these scandalous activities that these karmics did with money, right? Like I said, like these karmics who were trying to associate themselves with this Nine of Pentacles person, like using them as as a trophy to wave around in other people's streets. That, look, I have a photograph with them. Look, I'm friends with them. They have invested in me. I've been working on them, but in fact. These individuals had long before this like shut them down, and that information, the archangels hold that information, and they were given warnings after warnings to by this person as well as their friends and their true soulmate or divine counterpart, and other well-wishers to exit their life before it's too late, but they're stuck in their karmic patterns and cycles, right, with this wheel of fortune. But now that a pattern, the more it repeats, the karmic pattern, the more it repeats, there will be divine intervention, like a god, or like the god of war is being evoked. Like the angels are an army. The archangels and angels are the army of God. They get orders from the cherubs and the supreme archangels, that is the seraphims, right? They get uh, divine orders from that realm of the seraphim are the angels, the six winged angels are made up of four archangels, um, that surround God's throne, whether he's there or not. So they're getting the information directly from the throne, right? And they see the foul play. They see the foul play. They identify the foul play, and they now see that the karmics are trapped in their patterns. They are completely there, like stuck there completely mentally, unable to move, getting these false victories, but they're literally self-sabotaging themselves, and that self-sabotaging is super heavy. It's literally the god of war, um, leading the army of angels and archangels. Their generals would be, their advisors are the cherubs and the seraphim, right? They're getting the orders directly from the source. That is the seraphim, the supreme archangels. And since they're made up of four archangels, the it's like a direct connection, and all they need is a go ahead by the cherub to do this. And it is happening because we have the tower card here and the temperance. So uh, the energy of the devil, the karmic energy, is being highlighted so that it can be uh, decimated completely, destroyed completely. There's a massive tower moment of a brutal ending, because in the temperance, like, it's going to be a divine intervention pause on this. And for that, this karmic energy has to be completely detonated, till that they are being just rounded up. They're being rounded up uh, by the authority that God's authority, God's general, like literally the god of war is going around Mars, as Mars there on the chariot, is going around observing these activities by the karmics, like, the karmic energy, wherever it's heightened, it's identifying people like these and trapping them at their own game. And this and at the same time, human beings who have suffered under this karmic foul play with their money and their resources, material resources, that they have worked so hard to build. This investigator, is standing tall in their compilation of this and exposing this financial scandal. Um, let's get some clarifications. Let's start with the Wheel of Fortune. Had the Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Karmics are literally trapped. Eight of Swords, they're literally trapped. It looks like inevitable. It looks like inevitable. I mean, yes, sure, they're getting a warning through this reading, and they're gonna get warning, but they're trapped. They can't move. They can't move. But then I think there would be an opportunity. They have been detected. They have been detected by the God of War. Yeah, there is still time to regret. Show that you regret. Now that you've been detected and trapped, you can still show that you're sorry, so that you might be released. You might be released. I see like a one or two being released, for them turning to the good side, or possibly like turning in uh, some information, walking up, being brave, and giving some information, and promising to walk away from this kind of a life and this kind of a pursuit. Surrender this. You're going to have to walk the good path, learn about good living, better living, with the daughter of pentacles showing there, the page of pentacles showing up there. You're going to have and the five of cups, which that was showing at the bottom of the deck. You're going to have to show remorse. You're going to have to show regret. Some people's past actions and false victories. uh okay, like the emperor showing up here, the divine masculine, the cosmic masculine, that is Shiva has opened his third eye, and it's like this could be considered Kartikeya also. He's also the general for God's army, and he's also Shiva, and Shiva and Shakti's son. He rides a peacock. All right, okay. So some karmics have made massive fools of themselves, and because of their arrogance, and because of them like being finding pleasure in hurting other people and stealing their ideas, right? Stealing their ideas and asking them to surrender, causing them to lose their ideas, their thoughts, like their beautiful original thoughts that they're supposed to use and create, like heaven on earth, right? Their ancestral blessings. Some people are born in families that have to bring about changes in this world using their ancestral gifts. They have basically stolen that for a while, and that does not stand well with Kartikeya. And that information has been submitted, like their past actions, and submitted people who have. So, like, it's like I'm saying that it's like he's getting directions from his father directly to, and he's the one whose energy that we're feeling circling these karmics and seeing what they have done, like taking a stock of everything that they've done, all the good souls that they've hurt, ancestral, like they're hoarding on their ancestral gifts and blessings, and making them so depressed and so tired that they have left their pursuits that were given to them by their god, purpose that was given to them by the divine masculine Lord Shiva himself. And Lord Shiva is Kartikeya's father. Kartikeya is, again, I'm repeating, the general of God's army, and this is Mars on the tarot card. This is Mars, the god of war, sitting on the chariot. So that is the similarity between the mythology, Hindu mythology, and the tarot or mythology here with the planets. He has identified and detected the culprits, and he sees them trapped in their own games, mind games, in their own trap that they set for other people, by this person, this King of Swords person. So let's get the connecting energy between the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords. Let's see what this investigator has done. And I'm getting a very thankful energy from the Chariot coming towards this King of Swords, right? This investigator, whoever's investigating this matter. Um, yeah, they were listening continuously to their higher selves. They followed the guidance of the higher self. That is that was their wish fulfillment, to do justice to their higher self, the self that is in duty to the divine, to the god, to the source, to the universe. They were taking direct instructions, and the Hierophant is holding this key, right? Skeleton key. A lot of us were guided to get this. I've kept this skeleton key. So they unlocked the wisdom of their higher self by continuously being in service, investigating this matter, no matter how difficult it got, no matter how horrible it got. Like, and they kept it confidential. They kept it completely confidential. They played the part of an undercover investigator through and through, and it's now they're coming out into the open with this investigation underway. But that will still take time. It's going to be Pisces season. That is February 19th to March 26th. That will be definitely towards the end of the final year audit, and that will be revealed possibly after the final year audit. 10 about of 10 days after the 26th, that would make it the 6th of April. Yeah, that is Aries season, and we had the Emperor showing up here earlier at the bottom of the deck. So Aries season, that's when they are going to speak up and open up completely. On the 6th of April, they're going to show up with this investigation and free of this investigation, this role of this undercover investigator. Um, Karmics have absolutely no clue that this person is actually an undercover investigator, even if they were told, like, many times. It's like they still didn't get it. Like, I tested the Karmics, all of them, and I told them, and they're still like in disbelief of it. Like, they believe it, they probably think about it for a second, but then they are so held captive with this game that they're playing, this scam, this scandal that they are conducting. They're so captivated by it, and they're they're sickly, like so gleeful. Look at this face. Like, I've seen this face on all the karmic, like, recently somebody who I was hosting here at my place, like, I've seen this expression on her face, like exactly like this, like, she did some damage. She hurt these good souls, like, she stole she got them to drop their ideas, and then she stole like these ideas from them, like she's so trapped in that. And um I was getting guidance from my higher self, and I was supporting my divine counterpart, who holds the other key, so he would also uh, have the access, hold the key to the higher self, permanent, at least through objects. And these two keys have been on this table all this while. Um, and the karmics, like, it's like they have been taking away the objects, these sacred objects, these consecrated objects. They've been trying to get a hand on them, but, like, the energy is so powerful. Like, these karmics, like, you see like fear in their eyes when these objects are mentioned, because they come from a very powerful source, like, the higher self of the divine collective, or the divine counterparts, is something to really be to reckon with. They are speaking. They have to speak up. Look at this Queen of Swords, Mother of Swords. They have to speak up very clearly. they have to answer very clearly, like the king of swords, to the divinely realm, to the source, to universe, to God. Like, and it's very easy for them. Like, they just speak the truth to the divine, because it's like a two-way street, like angel radio. The connection with God and the higher self is a two-way street, and it's the safest connection, the connection with self. The Nine of Pentacles is the safest connection. Like, so you are always connected with your higher self. You need to uh, these objects, these amulets, are just there to like remind you, like, even in the physical world, your connection is secure. Your connection with your higher self is secure, right? That's why I've had these keys and I've seen the karmics reaction. The karmics, first of all, do not even notice these objects. That's how strongly this connection is protected, even if they're there, right there. Like, I was pointing it to the karmics and they're like, okay, what? Like, they can't see, because it's like, that energy is completely shielded, and it's non-material, it's spiritual, right? It's a spiritual object. So karmics cannot see the spiritual objects. um they do eye or tarot cards, because tarot cards have a triple value in resale of used tarot cards. So yes, karmics will want to sell your tarot cards, and it's okay. It's supposed to go, if whatever energy is supposed that is housed in tarot cards, if it's supposed to exit, it will exit anyway. The high priestess here, and we have the waxing crescent. No, we have the waning crescent. Yes, this is about, okay, look at that. This is Mahashivratri, that is 18th of February. Like, whoever has been affected by these karmic activities, they are going to intuitively get the information on how much money, uh, whatever money that has gone missing, like into this darkness, the shadow side, because of karmic activities. They're going to intuitively know how to get it back. Like, they're going to get intuition, and it's going to take some time to process that information. It's going to take some time. It's going to take about um 9 to 10 months to be able to regain all of that money back. But intuition is going to be high about this scandal that was done with the money of all the people in the community. A lot of everybody, all the good souls lost a lot in the community, because their minds were like literally hijacked by these karmics, horrible people, uh, of this Five of Swords people. And okay, let's get one card for the Nine of Pentacles here. Um, yeah, you're going to get this, like, get deep insights intuitively. You're just going to know. You're going to get a map um, towards the money that you lost because of karmic activity. Now that they're just trapped in their own game, they're held captive in their own game. And yeah, for deletion, um, maybe one or two karmics in your situation who have already started working on themselves, um, who have started seeing a better way out. But the ones who are still holding in on this, continuously, and I know a few who I was hoping would be free of this, but they till the last moment, even after they were gone, even after they were physically gone, they were still trying to hold in. And like so concerned with my life and what's going on, and trying to get in touch or get back in touch. Um, so those two people are not on my side. Maybe whoever is listening, maybe there are two karmics that you had, or maybe this is just to tell you the people, the karmics that you had hopes in, of hopes of saving, and who were showing up in this honest, sincere Page of Pentacles energy, um, whose energies was shifting into sincerity. They have also been trapped, like your higher self is telling you that, and intuitively you know that they were the ones who had done the closest damage, because they were showing up like this in front of you, but on the inside they were so engrossed in the scandal, and they were they had this sense of false victory with the Five of Swords, that they had stolen your ideas, stolen your uh, ability to think. They had made you surrender your mental abilities, and given your mental abilities in their hands, and it was all like false. Like it was them, like becoming more and more of a culprit for uh the god of Mars, or Kartikeya, whichever mythology you are resonating with, to identify them, to detect them, and to trap them in this game. And this I feel this hold around them, this bandaging around them, this self entrapment, the Five of Swords. And this is what they thought they were doing to you, but they were getting trapped in their own plot, in their own scheme, in their own scandal. And while you were just basically going along doing your own thing, like your thoughts are yours, whatever's being given to you by uh, Lord Shiva, the knowledge of yoga. What's been handed to you is only yours. Like, and the high priestess showing up here is like, um, what are your gifts by uh, promised to you by Lord Shiva? You surrendered that. You surrendered the gifts. Um, this is what happened. Like, so when Adiyogi form of Shiva appeared on earth, seven rishis went and sat the foot at the near where they sensed his energy, either in deep meditation or dancing, the dance of creation as Nataraja. And they learned all of yoga, directly from Adiyogi Shiva, right? And they had lost everything because they had studied with him for thousands of years, for a very long time. They had not been able to get anything. They had even given up the clothes on their back. I mean, the clothes, like wither away very fast, right? So when in the tradition of the guru and student, right, the hierophant tradition, you're supposed to give something to your guru Adi Yogi. So they said, after they were done learning, they were like, we have nothing.
It's 11 o'clock.
We have nothing except for your teachings, your yoga, the what you taught us, that is yoga, right? So what can we give to you? And Adiyogi said, that is your answer. You surrender all of your knowledge to me, and in spite of surrendering all of the knowledge that you have gained from Lord Shiva, right, from your higher self, surrendering it and walking away from the karmic's plot and their schemes and their scandals, and walking your own path, right, of a uh, a humble student of the higher font, of the higher self, of the divine masculine, Lord Shiva, uh, having faith in him, even a soft surrendering your mind completely to him, not to the karmics. To him, the karmics thought that they have stolen something, but um, it's like false victory. They just probably stole the information that will uh, help the chariot detect them very fast in real time whenever he would come out for the surveillance, whenever Kartikeya would come out for surveillance, to capture the karmics who had troubled his father's students, sincere students, good souls. So even after that, the Saptarshi are went were able to go all over the world. They went in all seven directions and taught the entire world the the knowledge of yoga that they got from Adiyogi Shiva and had surrendered completely. That's why we still know we and have the practice of yoga. We're able to do it. We It's because of the Saptarshi. So your whatever your purpose is, whatever your divine purpose is, that your higher self is leading to, that information will always be there with you. And the main thing is to be able to be in a place of surrender. This card for the karmics is like they're always feeling a fear of missing out, missing out, missing out on the opportunity to steal ideas, to take away other people's mental powers, their powers, etc., to depress them, to oppress them, to upset them. That is, they think that they have won at that, like being bullies and being just like continuously harassing them into harassing good souls into just giving up and like walking away from them as far as possible away from them. They feel that but if they have been driven away by the divine collective, if they try to mess around with the divine collective, not just normal souls. Still, they were messing around with normal souls. They were feeling the sense of victory, right? But then when they went ahead and uh, messed around with the divine collective, right? That's when they got sent away. They got sent away by the divine masculine for a counterpart, or the whoever was able to channel the divine masculine polarity at that time, whichever counterpart, for a while to drive them away. And but there are the information on them, the Akashic records information on these karmics, whatever they have done, the scandal they have been a part of, has announced them a culprit, and they are posing as a victim, that they missed out on all of these opportunities. They were victims of this crime. They're unable to see the fact that they are the culprits. They are the ones who harassed people and took away their mental resources. They literally harvested their mental energies, or made them drop their mental energies and walk away. And now they're trapped with these with the mental knowledge of what they have, all of these activities, like stolen mental activities, stolen thoughts, harvested thoughts, will have created a cage around you, and the cord that you had wrapped around, they had wrapped around other people, the karmics had wrapped around other people, that is what is called, that is what is now immobilizing them in this trap. And all of these activities, all of this mental information, the stolen information is right there, signaling to the god and the higher self of this investigator that here this is what it is. And they are going to intuitively connect with the high priestess and uh, like liberate this information, so that the thought forms needed by the people of this community uh, start getting transferred to them intuitively, and they start like um, getting their money back and their power back, their confidence back, their identity back, their original thought forms back. Like it always comes back to the source. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Again, the crescent, the waning crescent. Um, this is the final step towards the knowledge of Shiva Adiyogi. 8 days, sorry, 10 days for the karmics, if there are any who have sincerely been uh, 5144, as I said that. So, yes, the Legion of Archangel Michael is saying that there are definitely one or two karmics in this entire world. One, two, or uh, five karmics. Definitely not the karmic collectives attached to me. All are imprisoned, but somewhere out there in the world, who are ready to climb this, um, take this journey upwards to shed all of their ego through hard work and facing a big challenge, taking up the challenge. They have already started this. They were not sent away. They went away. They uh, they they realized that this is what they were being asked to do um, by the karmic collective, and their karmic pattern was asking them to do, and they exited long time ago. They surrendered long time ago, possibly 10 years ago. They surrendered their karmic lifestyle and patterns, and they're still karmics, but they are, surrendered in peace and engaged themselves in um, scaling the mountain of life with the challenge of being a karmic, but a sincere karmic. Um, um, they have been relieved of this duty as the karmic phase of planet Earth has ended, like successfully ended, right? So all throughout the 10 years, they did help people learn the lessons of how to scale this, how to learn these lessons, karmic lessons, uh, sincerely, through hard work, to building uh, physical abilities, right? To gain the resources, the abilities, the physical abilities and resources to scale this karmic plane, the physical plane, and learn the lessons. They are the ones who have enlightened people through being a karmic. Those ones are free. They're already free. They were free a long time ago. But there are the other karmics. Like, okay, there are, I'm sensing about seven karmics. Those might be like the descendants of the uh they might be they might have walked in the path, the footsteps of the Saptarshis, because they wanted to pay off their karma by being teachers good. That's what karmics are supposed to do. They are supposed to teach you lesson. And these seven karmics must have come across the story of Saptarshis, and they thought that this was the best way to get rid of this curse of being this kind of uh, a toxic karmic pest, and instead take the path of enlightenment. Take the path of enlightenment. It's always a choice. You always get a choice. Everyone gets a choice, karmic or divine or whatever. Like, you get a choice to walk the spiritual path. Be sincere. And they might have done this years ago, or possibly um, 10 days ago. Never know. Like, whenever they chose, like, it changed everything. It changed everything for them. Before this point, whoever is chosen, it might have been like, they decided 10 years ago, but maybe it was very difficult for them, and to actually not get involved in this. So uh, they might have been stuck here. I don't know their fate. Like, any karmics who have been stuck in this situation in spite of wanting to walk away, genuinely walk away, that means their karma is just way too heavy. They're heavy karmics. They get a chance to step away and disappear out of the life of the people. Like, they don't have to, like, move or anything like that. They can be here, but make sure that they never cross paths with the souls that they were plotting against. They were pushed to plot against continuously, even if they didn't plot directly, but they were being pushed to plot because they had turned they were on a karmic path, right? So so in the next 10 days, like, this is going to come out into the open. And in the in 9 days, like, this investigator and people who had suffered will intuitively be released. I can hear the train horn again and again. It's really loud. There's some message coming through. Oh, intuitively, definitely, I've got multiple confirmations now because of the train horn. That definitely the heavy karmic energies are going to get smote, the ones who are still stuck around here. Yeah, okay, I'm getting the confirmation that this was 10 years ago. Some karmics around the world who have released themselves of these karmic patterns and this karmic path and chosen the path of enlightenment, and hard work and taking up the challenge. They are obviously nowhere to be found around the good souls or this community or things like that. But the ones who have stuck around even now, and indirectly been a part of this and showing up sincere and things like that, they are they're definitely up for deletion. The intensity of the smiting might be slightly lower, but The punishment is hard. The punishment is hard. That smiting, you might want to look. This tower is not like a tower moment where you're going to get any information. The karmics are getting, literally getting obliterated, like this oblivion. It's, I mean, it's energy. Nuclear energy is energy. Everything is energy. It's like I feel like, this energy, the frequency of this energy, the sound of this energy is going to be so intense inside the heads of the karmics. It's going to be so loud. It's going to be so loud. Like, it's like they're like, it's like their head's going to freaking explode. And then just like they're going to, like, it's like it's going to temperance means, karmic energy is like, for energy, temperance is like death. The karmic energy, death information is getting downloaded right inside their skull. It's gonna happen. Like, divine channelings, when divine collective star seeds, normal human beings, like good souls who are connected to the spirit world, their spirit guides, when they get divine channelings, like, it feels like, their mental energy is put on hold to be transformed. But um to be transformed, right? To be transformed. So we get spirit guidance, and, like a ringing in our ear, and it feels like you're, like, it's so heavy, like, how can this be normal, this ringing in the head, but it's still pleasant. It's still healing. The temperance energy, when it comes to the divine collective star seeds, are ones listening to God and divine, the universe, and the source, right? The good side, the light side, the light codes. These light codes are very healing, and that transformation is very healing. But when the karmics are getting, um, this tower moment, they might think of it as, like, they might have thought about it as, downloads information. They might have also intercepted the angel radio and spirit guidance that the divine collectives, good souls, star seeds, legion get, like, so they are going to just willingly, well, get this information, but that is like, their idle mind, like their mind is empty, there is nothing to transform. So basically that's they're getting hit by the information, not light codes, not downloads, not information, because the divine collective that they have been, mooching off of all of this information that they've been stealing from the good souls in the divine collective, they are exiting like 9 days before. Like, their connection is very secure with the higher self here. And the connection, the souls, like, have literally, uh, now, submitted the information to their higher self, that these are the karmic energies that have been interfering with our lives, and uh, the resources of the community. And I've done my task. Now I am, like, I'm independent. I've secured myself. I've protected myself. Thank you, God, for sending the archangels and, the cherubs to protect me. And I feel their energy. They're going to be like literally so happy and in such a beautiful state of, abundance, joy, like, a day before Mahashivratri, just waiting to one day, like, one day, like, till they receive the light codes from Lord Shiva and Adi Yogi of the final step, the last pocket of yogic knowledge that they're going to receive intuitively, that's going to be imprinted in their spiritual DNA. And if the karmics are anyway around, like, because they don't have the their mind is empty, they have no they're incapable of receiving any kind of knowledge from they don't have a higher self. They're basically trapped themselves here, and their higher self is lost already. It's already done, it's already lost. If they had a higher self, they never had, like, higher self. They're supposed to create a higher self by sincerely working on themselves, choosing the path of enlightenment, which only seven in the whole world have chosen. Rest of the karmics have just stolen and stolen and stolen, and absolutely have uh, become incapacitated, victims of their own crimes. Um, uh, Definitely false sense of having a higher self or connection to the divine of any kind. So that they're going to be fooled into thinking that these downloads are for their final climb, or like any kind of yogic knowledge or divine knowledge. In fact, it's going to be a knowledge to exterminate them. So it's literally they're going to implode on themselves. Uh, they're going to, if they're stuck, or in any way, shape, or form, energetically, physically, financially stuck with the divine collective, in any way, shape, or form. Like, it could be anywhere, like, swords energies coming here, if they're associated with them online, on social media, or whatever. They're going to receive the codes to self detonate, literally. And that's how the universe is tempering the karmic energies. Tempering karmic energies means basically um, deactivating them completely. So that is what is happening. If you there is always a chance. There is always a chance, and the divine collective are have already forgiven you. They've already forgiven you when they decided to end uh, the association with you energetically, mentally, right? Physically, even. That is their forgiveness and forgetting. So it's up to you, karmics. I seriously don't know how your worlds and your minds work. It's torture for me, being anywhere around you. So if you all are around uh, me and people like me who are very sensitive to energies, so you are going to be identified and detected, like, doubly, and uh, uh, um, detected doubly by the archangels. And the archangel, especially Archangel Michael, he's a guardian archangel, the guide of Twin Flames and Divine Collective, and his Legion 144,000 are here on Earth. And if one of us get disturbed, uh, those are the first ones to go. And even like slightest bit of association, and you're gone. decide to you're gone, like literally physically gone, in a ghastly accident. So cut off completely. It's going to be your call because the Divine Collective Starseeds Legion have completely deleted any association with you. Whatever association remains is because you want to continue plotting against us. So it's very clear. The Sun card is here. This message is very clear. Let's get some clarification for the Sun card. This is very clear to us. Oh, the reason why we're happy because we get to breathe free. Yep, there you go. It's very clear. The seraphim, this spectrum is deleting this completely. Um, the rainbow is deleting. You're being asked to surrender and leave because your plot, the karmic plot, the darkness, has become too heavy and they don't care about personal interpersonal relationships, and yet two of cups is showing up. So this was their clue. You all tried to break apart divine counterparts, soulmates, two people who were in love with each other, and that has been their information, energetic data that the seraphim, the supreme archangel, received. This was the Akashic records on the entire karmic energies activity that they received. And they realized that it's gotta go. It's gotta go. You're being asked to surrender in peace and regret, shows remorse and regret. You'll have damaged, you'll have broken apart couples in love. So, um, like, how many days did I say? Like, I mean, I would say like by the 13th of February, cut off all ties and exit in peace and sorrow. If you want to apologize and come clean, you do have time to save yourself. If you can find it in yourself to surrender and apologize, you all have really acted out of jealousy and greed, lust, all the seven deadly sins, at least five, or for some six of them. You're gonna have to surrender that. You'll have to cut ties and the let they are going to come together anyway. They're going to come together anyway, and on the 14th of February. And if you're still lingering around, like before the archangel smite you, they're going to be so irritated with your energy. The couples that y'all have been it's splitting apart. If y'all have not surrendered or said sorry and exited, the couple that you have split apart, that they're gonna like beat the hell out of you. That is what I'm getting. Like the divine collective and all the people who have been separated by a karmic energies, like they just said, we're going to beat the shit out of them. We're not going to wait for the archangels, like or the seraphim to do that. The seraphim in any ways deleting the karmic energies and bringing balance, like it's the play of the light and the dark. The light is lower, so the seraphim want to balance it, and you're kind of getting deleted. It's not going to reach the information of the ones who had surrendered, but still who are like literally still playing that game, like of splitting uh two people in love who want to be together apart. uh keeping them sad and split up, and having them surrender their love time and again. And on the 14th of Feb, they're going to, if y'all are still around and they're not with their beloved, they're going to beat the crap out of you. And if you're doing this to divine counterparts, like, they're waiting to, like, beat the crap out of you, so that the archangel Michael can decimate you even further. So this is how it is. This is the truth. I speak the truth. I really do. This is world affairs. This is what is happening in our world. This was meant to happen. This is divine. This is the world card and divine timing. They're showing up. That this is definitely the year of union. So people are going to come together one way or the other. And the god of war here, Kartikeya, here, um, following the orders of the gods here, like, massive energies here. Um, for the good souls who have been tortured and tormented by karmic activities over the last 10 years. This is great news for us. um, you're getting the money and the resources that you lost because of karmic scandals and schemes and plots against you. um, you're going to get all of that back. Just you wait 9 days and you will be back in full form, all on your own. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, the High Priest and the High Priestess, that's beautiful. Like, this is divine counterparts showing up. Divine counterparts and their higher self, the divine masculine's higher self, the Hierophant, and the divine feminine's higher self, the High Priestess. High Priest and High Priestess. Look at that. The two keys of the divine counterparts, the higher selves of the divine counterparts. Amazing. Amazing. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. It's coming together. It's come together. Mm, the, the divine counterparts are being brought together by the higher selves. And um, that literally all the bad memories because of karmic interference is like getting deleted. The seraphim are deleting that information as well. So whatever energies, whatever events, or whatever memories that you have, I've been channeling this, but it's kind of like unbelievable. It feels too good to be true. You know, like in in a few days, in a few months, like you're not going to remember any uh memories that were traumatizing, uh any painful memories, any regrets. Like you're just not going to know all any bad thing that happened, that you went through a lot of pain. Of course you've suffered a lot, but you're just going to forget all of that. It's like being erased from your memory itself. The akashic records of karmic plots and the pains that you've faced because of karmic energies, right? Karmic scandals and plots, anything to do with that is just getting erased. And the amount of money that is coming towards you, you sensing it intuitively. The high priestess sending it through the moon cycles over the period of next 10 months. The amount of wealth that you value, that you're going to create in terms of abundance for yourself, you're going to be more focused on that. You like your intuition is going to be more focused on that, and at the same time, all the bad memories are getting deleted. That is why the sun card is here. That's all, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care, and well, karmic, no hard feelings. I've said this to all the karmics so many times, like time and again, that you should like you should know that you all are going to suffer grave consequences, but you'll never listen. So, like, literally, no hard feelings. Like, if anybody is watching this and who I know to be one of the karmics, which I doubt because y'all don't want any spiritual information, y'all just want information on how you can steal money. So, you're definitely not watching this, or even if you're watching this, you are going to be fuming with the fact that I'm saying uh, you're not going to be fuming. You're None of this matters to you because you're not getting any information on money, right? You're not getting information on anything that your plot has worked out. It's got nothing to do with material wealth of you, right? Y'all are like, okay, like, hey, the people that we stole from and all, like, they're going to be happy because they're going to get all of it back. And it's like it just doesn't enter your empty head that you're up for decimation. You're up to be smoked by the archangel. So when this happens, like literally no hard feelings. 144 on the clock. um no hard feelings. Like, if you have an epiphany moment for a short while, because you're so used to like scavenging and sucking in on like divine light codes that are coming through towards the divine collective and star seeds, me especially, and my divine counterpart. You're so used to that. So if you'll get that information, and then you'll get like some epiphany moment that, hey, you know what, like, Kunwa, like cold fire had warned us that this was going to happen. And at that moment, if you will, like, but she warned us, but she basically didn't help us. I tried to, but you didn't take it up. So it was because you wanted to be stuck in this karmic pattern, you and plot and scandal, and you wanted to do this, right? So it's a choice of free will, and uh, you chose to um, end yourself. You chose this consequence. You chose this consequence on your own. So no hard feelings. Anyway, so that's all I have for you right now. I'm going to end this reading. I'll see you in the next.